The clock is ticking, and on each day of our adventure in this moving round world, we do not hold the control flows of our lives, that whatever chapter that happens in a few moments, these are all scheduled events, and no one knows where it is going, that you have to ride it, that you need to cling to where not to sleep because of its strong flow. But it should be noted that even we can't control the flows, but we can change it in the way we know and are capable of, with self-confidence, perseverance, and with full faith above. What would my life be like if I agreed to be there alone because of the big budget? Which one I would choose? I also want to help my poor family in our province as soon as possible. I thought about it every day. But for the meantime, I need to join to practice the sect dances to take the group to our destination, because in less than 3 weeks, the group was leaving. When I was attending practice every day, I once saw the Japanese who wants to take only me with all my group members. He came to our studio and talked to our head employer, and I heard someone raise their voice inside the office, but I did not saw who he was. After our practice that same day, I was called inside the office, and our boss talked to me and told me to continue the practice with my group members, because we are going together, and said that they had canceled the other one who wanted to take me alone, because they found out that my job in another country is risky. It might ruin my personhood in unethical aspects. And my mind was reassured now whenever doing our practice. Our group just think that we must not run out of steps in the country we are going to, because we had a 6 months contract there. Since each contract is always 6 months, and then return to our country of origin. And if you're lucky, it's just a few weeks vacation in the country, and can also leave immediately back to Japan for another 6 months. If someone will hire you right away while you are still working there, for you to go home just to take care of your paperwork, and in a few weeks you'll be right back there. So we call it adventure in Japan, because not everything is that easy. Even if you have that, they call it a blue card. But just in case no one likes to hire you as an employer, you can just go there. You can just go to the country of your dreams. While busy with everyday preparation, I also had friends in the area where I stayed, and they treated me like a family, and neighbors already knows me as well, so I could easily enter the place. For me, I can also call some of them good friends. Some of them taught me how to get along with people as if we are living in the city, since I am from the province, and I learned so much from them that I will never forget, because they have also been a part of my life's journey while I was in the city back then. And I also have someone to be deeply grateful for, because he did not forsake me and he took care of me, and was considered special in his life at that time. I really felt that too, because there are moments when some people had treated me pretty badly, because I grew up from the province, and they said that I am just a dancer. For the reason why is that, at that time, something bad was reported going on happened to others who went to that country. Due to that image of those who performed there was different, which in fact is not everyone is like that. But almost every image of the dancers has become that way. That's how other people in their own countrymen thought. So sad to think sometimes, because other people think differently of you, due to the bad image of the news. When I am sad and feeling homesick, this person comforts me, buys me cheeseburger. I felt his care for me, even in cute small things. I can say that this person is amazing. You already know who you are. Thank you so much, and you have been a part of my life I wish you happiness in life. While all is well, and we are about to leave, and we had to fly in a week. Every other day after our practice, we go straight to the well-known church in the city and give thanks and also ask for guidance for our upcoming trip abroad. And I remember that every time we went there, I always cried inside the church. But I don't know why. My tears were immediately dripping in that place. So weird. It's embarrassing, because my group mates will look at me right away, but also some of them infected with my crying. When there are only 5 days left and we were leaving for Japan, a letter arrived at the house where I was staying, and it's for me. Came from a province. My heart was pounding too hard at that moment, like the beating I felt when I was about to be kidnapped in the province. That's why I left there and just ventured to where I was. When I opened the letter, it contained a piece of letter and a piece of picture. I read the whole letter first before I looked at the picture. Very short message is written there. It said that I will always be careful as well as on trips to other country, and don't worry about them because they can handle it. And we can handle everything that happens in our family, even without a solid pillar of our home. I didn't quite understand the meaning of the letter, so I looked at the picture. And I saw my father sleeping and placed inside a coffin. And seeing that, my tears were flowing rapidly. That every move I make is like a slow motion. All I knew was that my world had stopped. People around me asked what had happened to me, but I don't really remember that I said my father was gone, and he didn't wait that I will help them. Probably my father couldn't handle the hardships of our lives, and he just gave up. And another thing is, because of the sadness that I left them in the province, so he got sick. Since I am my father's favorite child, I noticed the sadness of his face when he took me to the house of the person who would be with me to the city. I lost my appetite to practice then. At least, at the last moment, I could see my father, but I can no longer go home to the province. There is really no time, because we will be leaving for another country in a few days. I also don't have a fare to ride urgent transportation. So I just endured the sadness every day until we left for Japan. And that's also why my family told me in the letter to not to worry. I was thought that destiny is really testing me when I will give up. But I have to be firm. Just to think that my father is happy now, because I can finally work abroad. I just promised him that not to worry, and I would not abandon our family. Even I am the youngest of all, I will do my role as a family breadwinner as long as I can. But until now, my eyes suddenly burst into tears when I remember my dearest father, because he hadn't even tasted at least a little comfort in what I had labored for. To this day, I carry in my heart the heavy of feeling like this. Please forgive my insensitivity, everyone. And it's not easy for me to make this content. It's really hard when you make your own story, because you alone can feel the emotion of what you write. You have no sympathy. Only the papers and ballpen will witness all. May you still accompany me on my adventure in Japan for 6 months. Don't know yet what awaits us there. I wish that no matter what happens, you will be with me to the end. Let's meet there in my next video. So much love and gratitude for everyone who has been part of this journey. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless everyone and the whole world.